Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another outstanding episode of Here First. Y'all, I'm happy that I could bring y'all this amazing artist, Gl1tch Dubs. Yo, so Gl1tch, say hello to the people, man.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Tell them a little bit about you to start off with.
So, my name's Gl1tch Dubs. I'm a rhythm DJ here supporting the ATL scene. We're running it right now, and everybody's fucking killing it in the scene. So, yeah, here to show and represent for my whole Atlanta community.
Man, that's good. That's good. And you're absolutely right, man. The Atlanta EDM scene it's outrageous right now,
yeah,
man.
It's
I mean, it's Atlanta's always had an issue with an overpopulation of talent. It's always had a big issue with that. And it was definitely an issue for me when I started out with this show, was trying to find out, you know, who it is that's actually worth, I don't want to say worth my time or worth my show, because that sounds awful. But I do want to say that, you know, there are some people that'll fit the groove and some that won't. And I feel like you're going to fit the groove today, man. What do you think?
I think so. I like the vibe I'm getting here. I love the place we're in. DRS Studio is sick. This whole vibe is just awesome. So I'm all about it.
All right, man. Well, I'm happy to have you here. So let's take a few minutes real quick. I want to talk about what we got going on the show. So we're a few episodes into our first season, and man, the response has been outstanding.
Yeah.
All right, we've got over 3,500 views just on our first 3 episodes. All right, so that's in 6 weeks we generated. A little bit of a following. All right, people are happy to see the show. They're happy to see a new episode come out. Here's what I want, though. I want y'all to tell me that. I want y'all to tell the crew that. I want y'all to tell the show that, and tell the other fans that. All right, leave some comments, leave some likes, leave some hearts. All right, let people know that you're enjoying this. If you're not, let me know. All right, tell me that too. All right, because I want to know. I want to craft something that you want to watch. Okay. Now let's get into this, because this is what you're here for. You're not here for me. You're here for this gentleman right here.
Hey, let's go.
So, brother, man, let's talk about you. All right. So, in the exclusive, we talked a little bit about your previous career.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the moves you've made in the past year. All right. You told me that you just came into this game about a year or so ago. So let's talk about those moves.
So yeah, like I said, I started Gl1tch Dubs probably about a year and a half ago. And the response for it's been insane. Like, everybody in the scene has been about it. Played Imagine back in September. That was super sick. I played Camp A01. That place was packed. So it was sick. Had that. Been dropping some original tunes. Got one with my boy Model X, who just dropped on my label. And it's been sick. Trying to show love for the rhythm community and get it out there and spread the love of music. So.
It's definitely coming in. I mean, like, I gotta say, man, I mean, like, I've definitely seen a lot of rhythm DJs pop up over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I like how the scene, I mean, I love dubstep, don't get me wrong, but I like how the scene is transitioning, all right? Dubstep really took over for a good minute there.
Yeah,
I mean, few years. And we tried to bounce around, you know, with some progressive and a little bit of this and that, but we came to rhythm. I feel like the scene's coming to rhythm.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't want to say that I'm a fan. It's something that, you know, does pop up on a playlist from time to time, but it's not something that I go scrolling for. Now I'm hearing more and more of it left and right. All right, it's filling my ear holes faster than I can decide whether or not I'm enjoying it.
Right.
And so in that sense, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, like, there's not a whole lot of genres that I can say that about. That, you know, I'm happy that I'm being inundated with this. I'm happy that there are more people cropping up out of this.
Yeah.
So what kind of experience has it been for you working with other rhythm DJs and seeing how each person kind of comes to their own sound that still kind of matches within the genre?
Right. So it's crazy, because that's the thing I love about rhythm is, like, a lot of the DJs, a lot of the producers, like, everybody kind of just fits together, even if your sound to some extent is completely different. You know, like, everybody just flows whenever it happens. You know, like, one of my best friends, like, me and him play sets back to back, you know, all the time. We just played one last Friday, and every single time we play, it's just like, it's absolutely insane that everybody's all about it, and it is the future. I mean, rhythm gets a lot of flack, though. We get a lot of
But I mean, like, I feel like the whole EDM scene gets flack as long as you're not making big moves.
Yeah,
you're just a guy with a keyboard. You're just a guy with a laptop. You're just a guy with a CDJ. Like, let's change that. Let's change that. Because here in a few minutes, you're about to step up there. Now, we had S'mores come in here and mix an amazing track.
Yeah.
Now, he had 4 songs mixed into one. Now, 4 originals mixed into one.
Yeah.
You're spreading the love around today.
Hell yeah.
All right. And we have permissions to do all this.
Yeah.
You're spreading the love around. You're featuring a handful of artists from the label, correct?
Yeah. So I just started Brainsick Records probably about a month ago. And I'm going to be featuring some tracks from E04 Dubs, Sasori, and my homeboy Model X.
Okay.
Everybody on my label has been putting in work, and they've been busting their ass to do what they've been doing. I actually just joined Missionaries crew, which is what E04 Dubs and Sasori, that's their crew.
Right.
And yeah, so they were like, hell yeah, bro, like absolutely, let's run this. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna double their tunes together, so that'll be fun.
That's definitely going to be interesting,
yeah.
man. Now, you said you just started the label up about a month ago.
Yeah.
All right. So in a month's time,
yeah.
How many tracks have y'all put out already? Because I've seen a couple come across my feed. So
yeah.
How many total have y'all put out?
So we put out one. It was like 2 weeks ago, and then today actually we just dropped Model X's EP Dynasty or Rhythm Tings. Dynasty is one of the tracks on it.
Right.
But yeah, and it's been getting crazy response. Like my phone's been blowing up all day with reposts, likes, and everything on his his new EP. But we actually have 4 releases lined up for the whole entire month of February, and then we got one first week of March as of now. So
okay,
yeah,
all right. So we got big things coming.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
exactly.
So it's about that time. It's not quite there, but it's about that time. So I mean, like, are you really thinking that you're ready to do this? I mean, like, I don't want to downgrade this by any means, man. I mean, you're about to sit here and mix a few tracks that you literally had 24 hours notice to do. I mean, like, you got this?
Yeah,
it's not an issue at all. It's not an issue at all. No DJ thinks it's an issue, man.
I could take a show on, honestly, like, I wouldn't, just because it'd be really, really short notice. But
right.
I could take a show on an hour's time, honestly. I feel like, at least, not trying to sound cocky or anything,
right.
but I could take a show on an hour's time. And
so when you say you could take a show, like, you know, like a 45-minute set, or you think you could crank out a 3-hour set, grind it, sweat it, bust it, break your neck? You think you can do that?
You probably get an hour out of me. You probably get an hour.
You're honest. At least you're honest. I mean, you know, you gotta hydrate and prepare yourself for stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, we actually, I came from a Kiki last night. I had invited you out to that. You know, Lonnie threw a nice little bass Kiki. And that was fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Seeing some great local talents just come together. You know, private little venue. Quiet spot, just a handful of us, and everybody sitting there mixing and chopping and throwing back and forth. They ran back to back at the end of it. It was great, man.
Word.
So I love the scene. I love the scene. I'm ready to see what you got to do, man.
Yeah, bro, let's run it.
So let's go ahead. Let's cut this short, and then we'll get into some heavy stuff at the end. How's that sound?
Yeah, that works for me, bro.
Outstanding, man.
Awesome.
So y'all stay tuned. This man's gonna mix something dope for you. All right.
Success. I'll never give in. You killed my father. Fatality.
always mean no. They stick tongues and shoot their heads and stuff so delicately.
Seems he's hurting you. I meant well.
People always mean no. They click their thick tongues and shoot their heads and stuff so delicately. As if you were a raving thing.
Yo, welcome back, y'all. It's a little hazy in here because this man was just smoking hot. Yo, on some real shit.
Yeah.
That was fantastic, man.
Thanks, man.
Now
Appreciate
you mixed in 5 tracks, and we talked about that. We said who all you had in there.
Yeah.
Now the original. All right, my ear caught a little bit of that. So let's talk about the original. What kind of inspiration went into that, man? I mean, it's a little deep, it's a little high, it's a little low, it's a little wide.
Yeah.
What's up with it?
So the one thing, like, and this is kind of really basic, but like the one thing I always wanted to like define my sound. And the one thing that I decided to define my sound is like I love triplets. I think triplets just make like drops feel a little different. So that one I wanted to make very triplet heavy. So that's why like it's basically just a triplet the whole time. But it has a lot of variation in it with the triplet, so it's not just like the same thing the whole time. But yeah, that's kind of where I went with that one, because like I had another song before that, Killers, and the first drop was just, you know, quarter notes and stuff like that. Then second drop, I just tried triplets out just to see what would happen.
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh, this just
you
got
started
to
tripping over the triplets.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's where I went with that one. So.
Man, it turned out fantastic. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it. And we were listening to it over there, and the moment that it got deep, I mean, like you should have seen my neck just like I was into that. That was fantastic, man. So great mix.
Thank you.
Outstanding mix. You came in here, you did your thing, and we cut the first half just a hair short. So we're gonna take some time to relax and chill and talk about you. So I told you before, and I tell every artist that comes on here, we've got a handful of questions that I want to address each time. All right.
Sure.
So we've got inspiration, we've got direction and intention. All right.
Okay.
So inspiration. What got you into rhythm? Now you said it was the scene. You said it was something that to be a part of.
Yeah.
What really pulled you in to EDM production?
One name. Jesse Carton.
Jesse Carton.
Yeah, that is my boy. Subtronics is his
all
his
right.
DJ
I know
name.
Subtronics.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know Subtronics, but I know of Subtronics.
Yeah, but just hearing his production and him, he, like, in my opinion at least, Subtronics is what took rhythm to the mainstream.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's playing the Tabernacle now. That's huge. So, you know, with that, you know, he inspired my music a lot. You know, I always aspire to be on his level, like, because he's an immaculate person. Like, he's an absolutely fantastic guy, and his music is impeccable. Like it's insane. So yeah, he's one of my biggest inspirations. Honestly, just the love for the heavy. You know, I came from metal.
Yeah. So I mean, it fits.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I felt like I best lied within the EDM scene. So.
You didn't think dubstep would be a good fit for you?
I think dubstep.
I mean, Gl1tch Dubs. I mean, like, you didn't think that'd be a good fit? I
mean, I still try to throw some dubstep elements into it. but rhythm, I mean, it's a more simplistic genre. So
It's definitely not as busy. You're right.
Exactly. So I mean, you get more of the. You just get to hear everything more. With dubstep, you got a lot going on. There's a lot of layers to it all. So with rhythm, you get to hear every aspect of it. That's why I love it so much. So
man, and you do it well, man.
Thank you.
I got to tell each artist that comes on here and does a good job. I mean, you did a good job. Don't y'all think this man did a good job? Y'all throw some likes and some hearts right now, because it's gonna be live streaming when it airs.
Oh, word.
So I mean, y'all will have a chance when you see this moment right here. Just hit the heart react on Facebook Watch, okay?
And don't stop.
Leave those comments, hit those thumbs up, because this man did his thing.
Appreciate it.
All right, so now we need to focus on direction and intention. All right, we got about 7 minutes left on this part. So direction, man, where you going from here?
That's a great question. Actually.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so you've been in this a year. You've started yourself a label. All right.
Yeah.
Where you going?
A lot of me is focusing on that right now, just because we're just starting. We're just taking off. So I've kind of put Gl1tch on the back burner a little bit, but I'm still producing. There's a bunch of stuff on the way. I got a song called Battle for Cybertron.
Nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be coming out.
You don't think you gotta talk to Hasbro or something about that? You think it'll be cool?
I think we'll be all right. Just because all the vocals that were recorded on it were actually recorded by Sketa. And there was just a lot of manipulation to the voices and stuff to make it sound like that. So
so you'll have the sound of Optimus, you'll have the sound of Starscream, the sound of Megatron, but none of them actually involved.
Exactly.
Okay,
it's not like direct rips of
right.
them,
It's an homage in that sense. Yes, all right. So that's not bad, man. So talk a little bit more about that. So that's part of your direction.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yeah. So it's actually like completely different from anything I've ever done before. It's more of a death step song, which is a lot of machine gun noises and stuff like that. So it's really cool though. I mean, there's one part you just hear just fucking massive machine guns going off, and you hear it and you're just like, oh my gosh, like what's about to happen? And it's been my most fun track making so far.
Nice.
I've just had a good time with it, and only reason I haven't released it yet is because I just it has to be perfect. You know.
So are you incorporating some of the whirring and the clicking and the ticking of the transformation itself? Like, are you sampling any of that, or are you generating some of this yourself?
It's all me.
It's all your engineering and production. Yeah. That's outstanding, man.
There's a little I shouldn't say that. There's a little bit of sampling in there, but it's not like I'm taking it from like a show or anything like that. It's just like drums and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
So that's the direction that you're working on. The direction that you're working on is focusing on the label.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit for yourself and releasing a few tracks at a time. And I can't be mad at you for that.
I mean, with Gl1tch, it's more of like, you know, I got a kid now. I can't be, you know, putting in, I guess I should say, the amount of work that I used to.
Right.
It. You know, I still want to do that. It's very therapeutic for me to produce and whatnot, but you know, I got other things I got focus on now, especially with the label and stuff. But you know, I definitely never want to stop producing. You know, and sharing my love of music and what I can make, and sharing that with everybody, like that. That's, you know,
that's what this is about, man. That's what this is about. It's about getting people out there. So I'm glad that we could share that mix with these folks, you know, tuning in right now, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, because I certainly did. All right, so intention. Intention. I feel like that's a heavier question than direction. What's your intention in this, man? Like, is your intention to blow up and make it big and hose by the pool and all that bullshit? Or is your intention to continue to produce art and to continue to produce artists?
My intention with my music is to spread my love of music. I've even when I was in the bands and stuff, even when I was just, you know, playing instruments, my intention was never money. You know, like
Right.
you can ask my parents. Like,
When you're playing in a band, your intention can't be money.
yeah, exactly.
As a solo artist, you might be able to think about that, but as a
Little bit.
band, it gets a lot tougher.
Yeah, you got multiple people to pay.
Yeah,
But,
a lot of heads.
Yeah, but I mean, you can ask like anybody that's been a part of my life. Like Jack's never been about it for the money. He's about it because he wants to spread the love of music. Because I mean, music is my salvation.
Right.
That's how I look at it. And without music, like personally, I feel like I'm nothing. Like it gives me a purpose.
Well, now hold on. We're gonna get a little sensitive for these
Okay,
people right here.
okay.
You just said music is your salvation.
Yeah.
What did music save you from?
That's a great question.
Be real. Be real with these people, man. I feel like they deserve it. I feel like you deserve to be honest.
for
all
sure.
right?
So I've had my battles before, you know, especially with substances in the past and whatnot, and you know, I woken up a couple times just screaming, you know, God save me, God
Right.
save me from something. And then my friend took me to my first EDM show, actually, Levitation Jones, and immediately I was like, this is it. This is what
Right.
I've been waiting for. And you know, I've been, you know, that saves me every single time. You know, music never fails me. It always treats me how it should. You know, like
Right.
well,
Well, I mean, music. I mean, she can be a cruel mistress, man.
She can
Let's be honest.
Yeah, you know, and see, at the same time, you know, that's where what got me into that trouble to some extent, you know, especially, you know, with the metal scene and stuff. You know, everybody thinks, oh, it's metal, like straight edge for life and stuff, but
Right.
nah, that's not the case. You know, I mean, love my metal scene, you know, shout out to my boys in the metal scene, but you know, like it for me personally, it took me down a path where I didn't know if I was going to be able to recover.
Man.
And EDM saved me, you know. It's just,
EDM saved you,
Yeah.
man. That's really interesting, and we'll talk about this for a minute. If y'all want to get at me. That's all fine and good. But we know what the rave scene entails.
Yeah,
all right. Now
it's a
I've
hefty
spent a couple
scene.
years in it myself, and I know you've spent a year or so in there. So
Yeah.
you say that the rave scene, or the EDM scene rather, saved you from substance abuse, man.
Yeah. I mean,
That's different.
Now-
I'll be honest.
now don't get me wrong. By any means, I of course have dabbled in that from time to time.
We all have fun when we go.
But you know, from where I was to where I am now in that scene, it's complete night and day. Like, you know, I was doing it to the point where I was just at home, just doing whatever.
Jeez,
Yeah,
no, I can
it-
definitely see. I
yeah.
can definitely see that.
Yeah, and you know, now to where I'm at, you know, like I'm straight. You know, give me a couple of drinks, I'm like, I'm good to go. You know,
Right.
But you know, it's not even about that for me. You know, like, because to me that alters what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, what the artist is doing, what I'm
That's
actually
a good
appreciating.
perspective, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and a lot of people enjoy, you know, the majority of substances for that very reason.
Yeah.
That it alters their perception of reality.
Yeah.
But you as a performer, you know, instead of looking at it as an outlet of creativity, you're looking at it as blinders, as a hindrance.
Yeah.
And that's a good mentality. It's not everybody's mentality, but that's a good mentality for you to have, because the product is outstanding. All right, man.
Yeah.
Now, we got to cut this off now. We're going to pick up a little bit more into the Patreon segment, and I think we're actually getting another exclusive track from this guy. Who knows? But I want to thank you, man, for coming on here.
Yeah,
I want
for
to thank
sure.
you for being honest with us, definitely. I mean, that's a big deal. And I want to thank you for what you're doing in the scene, man.
Appreciate
You're putting
it.
together a handful of artists. You're bringing them forward. You're doing the same thing I'm doing here, man. And
Yeah.
I love that. All right,
Yeah.
it's support all the way around. And Brainsick Records has offered a good amount of support to us, and I'm just glad that we could pay that back in some way.
Absolutely,
Man.
yeah. Thank you for having me, dude. This
course.
has been an absolute wonderful opportunity. I'm glad I was
Outstanding, man.
able to make this happen. So, hell
All
yeah.
right. Well, look, y'all, if you want to be on the show, y'all know the deal. All right. You got to send in something. I don't just want links. I want tracks, man. Y'all send me something that you posted somewhere, something that you ain't released yet. I love exclusive stuff. All right. That's what I'm all about. It ain't going nowhere. It goes into my email. It doesn't touch anything else until you tell me to. All Okay, so I want y'all to send us in whatever it is that you want heard, whatever it is that you want me to hear, and a chance to get on the show. All right, go to hearfirsttalent@gmail.com. All right, send it all there. All right, if you're a jazz musician, you're a pianist, you're a solo rock star, I don't care, man. I want you on here as long as you're good. Right? So y'all come check us out on Here First Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, and like the page on Facebook, please, by all means. And I just, again, thank y'all for the support that you've given us. Thank you, Glitch, for coming on here, man. It's been outstanding,
Absolutely,
brother.
man.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Y'all stay tuned. We're going to keep bringing y'all dope stuff. All right. We'll see you next time.